what inspired you to write King, Trump, and Kennedy? Because when I saw the title, I was like, okay, I get it. I get it immediately. I think the title was very, very calculated. So, what do you think readers would take away from that? Tell me, what was going through your head.
It's my life story. Anybody that's read any of my books or a fan of me as being a national best-selling author, I always tell my real life story. So these are my real life experiences with these three legacies and how the most unlikely of alliances can come together and fight for the betterment, right, of not only our country but Black America. Because my work with these three families has been specified in one particular area,
Right.
and that's the only area I know, Niggerville. That's where I'm from.
Well,
And
we
so,
all got a taste of that.
and I mean, very grateful that I can be very honest and open and transparent because, and being honest and open and transparent in not only my writings but telling my stories, I do give people hope. Because, a lot of times we might look at these people who are in positions like me now, senior advisor to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and they might see, oh, they're so polished, they never experienced anything, they never went through nothing.
Right.
No, baby, I was chained to a bed giving birth to my daughter.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that 18 years later Trump was going to change the law and make it illegal for them to do that. So everything has a reason and everything has a season. So King, Trump, Kennedy is about my work with the King family for 20 years on community restoration. Awesome story there. Came home from prison. Like I said, I lost my mother. I lost my grandmother. I was given a $25 check and a bus ticket and told to go start my life over. And I had nowhere to go. But I had 4 children waiting on me that were scattered amongst family members. Right. And so this is me and my process is going, from shelter to shelter. Because back then it wasn't a bandbox.
Right.
So nobody wanted to give me a job. And I couldn't get Section 8, and I couldn't get any of that because I was a convicted felon. So I ended up going to a women and children's crisis center looking for help. And Alveda King, who was the niece of Martin Luther King Jr., happened to be the woman working there that day. That's how I got connected to the King family.
Okay.
She was already connected to Trump and his family. 16 years later, he's working on criminal justice reform. She asked me to go in and tell my story.
Okay.
I go in and tell my story. Trump is blown away. Now I'm working with him and his family on criminal justice reform.
That is amazing.
Then COVID hit.
Yes.
And I'm contacted by America's Frontline Doctors and Robert F. Kennedy, and they asked me if I would take them into our communities because they wanted to make sure that we were getting information that had been censored on the airlines as it pertained to our community. And through that work with them, I formed a relationship with RFK, which led to me being a senior advisor on his campaign and then ultimately bringing him and Trump together.